Hello everybody, I'm back once again, and today I'm going to work on unlocking the Hummer H2 and at least some of the upgrades for it, because I know where some of them are. I'm going to use this. Great. Frame rate inconsistency again. I don't know why, but whenever I record this, uh, it runs terribly. Except whenever I'm just playing normally without recording it, it's fine. I don't know why it does that, but it's not fun. Because it's a pain to deal with. I don't know if I said this in my last episode, but I probably won't talk all that much in this game because I like to focus on it so I don't have to do everything multiple times because I flip right as I get to the destination. Also because I just don't really feel like I need to for this game. Okay. Oh, I did. Right. I did fix that. I forgot about that. So or if anybody wants to get the Hummer and they're just starting out, they have to start in Northport, take this little path here, and hopefully I remember where to go for this, because I don't have it revealed on my map yet. I want to go this way. Usually whenever you do this, you usually wind up using a scout for this, but I don't have that. Because I don't have any available scouts due to the rule set restrictions that I have. So, I'm using this instead. Because this thing should be able to easily get there. Also, when I've been playing this game on my own, or off camera, um, just playing on entirely separate saves, so I'm not, progressing in this off camera. I've been playing with some people, and some of them have expressed that they'd be happy to join me in this. At some point, I might do that, or I might invite some of them to come join me, as long as they have, to follow the same restrictions as I do. Also, if you're taking a scout into this area, and you have off-road tire or all-terrain tires, most likely, if you're using like the little CK 1500, you will struggle an absolute ton to get through here. This area has a lot of deep snow. Also, right here is the Hummer. I want to go straight. Nah, we'll cut through. It's here, why not? I don't want to back up to reach the Hummer, because otherwise I'm going to struggle to try and turn around later. Most likely. Does this have a back window? No, it doesn't. Oh no. Oh, that's not fun. Ah, oh, so close too. Well, let's play this again. Let's try this again. Do I want to use a royal, or do I want to... I'm gonna keep using this, probably. I can't put any of those on. This time, I'm gonna try a different approach I usually don't take. Instead of going that way, I'm gonna try to just go this way. Off the path. Okay. So first person seems to run this a bit better, apparently, which is something I just figured out, or found out, but it's not that much better. But oh well. Well, let's try this. Not sure how good it's gonna go. Tree stump. That's not gonna be fun. Oh, wait. No, there should be enough room. Oh, great. No. There. Yes, top winch point works. That's one of the nice things about this Navistar. On top, as in here and here, those are winch points that no other trucks have top winch points, at least that I know of, like the Navistar does. Like on Scouts, if you're trying to pick them up with a crane, there is a top winch point, but I don't think you can actually use that winch point when you're driving. Whereas with this, you can. Also, my last video to go up, that was just I'm not sure if there was audio in it because I was trying to record it differently because I was playing on co-op and we were doing something fairly or it wasn't really important, but it's something we wanted to do and see how far we could make it. And I was trying to use something else to record it, so I don't know if there's actually audio in it, apart from potentially in-game audio. Though for these episodes of the military playthrough, I'm probably just going to stick to OBS, which I know enough about that I know it works. Also, the truck I was driving in the military, or not the military playthrough, the co-op video I released, that's the dairy special. That's one of the trucks I am allowed to use in this, and I will at some point go get one. At some point. Also, here, is the Hummer, H2. And I forgot to turn around. Looks like there might be enough room here. As long as I don't flip again. But that's a possibility. There was enough room to turn around good. Now then, hopefully I can make it down there and back to the garage with this, because I need to. That is what the mission wants me to do. Need to take this all the way back to here, and all the way back to here, and it's done. Then odds are I'll potentially try this path to get to over here, because somewhere over here there's an upgrade for the Hummer. I don't know what one, and I don't know what or how the path to get there that I want to take is, because I've never actually went down it. If I'm going to be doing any exploring of maps in the future, after I unlock this Hummer, then I'll use it to do it instead of this or my Royal, because these are not meant to be trying to make your way through dense forest or trying to make it across multiple maps, because sometimes they don't have garages, and it's a pain when you have to bring a trailer along, when if you have a capable scout, you can do that easily. Also, I have no idea what would be causing all this stuttering of frames, because I don't have anything else open apart from this game and and OBS. That's it. So I don't know what's causing it. Odds are it's probably OBS for some reason. I'm just not sure why. Wait, I want to try something. Ha, it does work. I was just trying a button on my controller. I mapped it to the right trigger, which is the gas button, or yeah, it's the gas button. And I mapped that, and I have a controller with two programmable buttons on the back. So I was like, oh, what if I mapped that? Could I technically play the game one-handed? The answer is yes. Yes, you can if you have a controller that you can do it with. Because brake is right or left trigger, steering is left stick, parking brake, that's right bumper, but you can reach over and turn that off at any time if you let go of the other controls. And then if you have a controller with mappable buttons on the back, or programmable buttons, you set whatever button that's on the left side of your controller on the back, you set that to right trigger, and then you could technically play this game one-handed. As long as you're not planning on moving your camera when you're driving. As long as. But that's when you play in, like, first person or something. Or third person, just position your camera in a good spot. Then you can technically just play this one, or you technically play this one-handed. Also, before anybody really gets concerned, even though I did say you can play this game one-handed, for reference, I'm perfectly fine. I have not lost an arm. I'm just saying that because I was curious if it was possible to technically play this game with just your left hand using controller. And it is possible. Which, I mean, that's really good for accessibility as long as you're okay with setting down your controller to change gears and whatnot. But that could make this game really easy for, or not really easy, but a little bit easier for people who uh, are missing an arm or something like that to be able to play this, because it's more accessible with the fact that with the right controller you can technically just play it one-handed as is, meaning you don't need to set any special things up. I mean, sure, you could technically play it one-handed on keyboard, but keyboard's easier to do one-handed than it is to do on controller. Ooh, hey, I ranked up. That's nice. And I got the Hummer. Okay. Time to do some reorganizing. I want to put that there, that there. Give me this. This is in... I know where this one is very well, so we'll get that at some point. Oh, I don't even have that. I think I'm gonna be finding this, but I'm not exactly sure. This, I know where it is, it's just a pain to reach. And I'll figure that out later. Hmm, probably a bit better. Yeah. Wait, no. I want the stock bumper still. Front bumper. That works. Yes, that one. Paint. Also, if people are wondering how I now have more money, that's because I went and bought some of the DLCs, namely the Western Star 49X and the Western Star Wolf Pack, which includes these two 47Xs and this 57X, but none of them are, as far as I know, usable. Because I don't think any of them are military vehicles. I don't think so. I want these. Nah. I'll just leave these on for now. I don't really need them. Okay. Wait, oops. Stickers. I forgot stickers. Stickers. Hopefully at some point soon I can get the rest of the DLCs that I had beforehand, because I switched systems to computer, so I didn't have to pay to use co-op, which is one of the downfalls about owning the game on Nintendo Switch Online. You have to pay for co-op, and it can be pretty expensive. And when I bought this game on Steam, it was a whole lot cheaper for me to uh buy the game on Steam and probably rebuy DLCs and get to play co-op for free instead of me needing to pay for Nintendo Switch Online every single month. It's nice finally having a scouting vehicle. Makes things so much easier now to try and reach hard to reach locations. in bigger trucks can just be a pain at times, especially when you have to go through very, 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 very dense forests. Whereas a good, capable scout can sometimes even go up a mountain. If you know what you're doing with it. Mm, oh, great. Well, of course, I drove into a mud pit, because I didn't know that area was muddy, and I don't have two upgrades or three upgrades that would help at this point in time. Because one's in Michigan, one's on the complete opposite side of this map from where I am going, and I'm working on getting the one, which is the only reason why I'm coming up this way in the first place. I don't want to have to go through a huge mud pit later. Even though eventually I'll probably have to go through it anyways, at least once or twice. The only reason why I know that is because I've played a certain mission that is an absolute pain. Why? I'll be sure to show why once I reach, the area that makes the mission really annoying to do. What day is it? Oh. If anyone was just wondering why I asked what day it was, is because, I was just thinking about something. I was like, how close is it to March 9th? Because that's when MatPat, the host of Game Theory, is hosting essentially a goodbye party. I'm not personally going there, because I don't actually know MatPat. Just MatPat has been the host of Game Theory for over 10 years. But he has a family, and he's handing it off to a bunch of other people that are part of the game theory company, essentially. And it's sad to see him leave, but he said himself that he will still appear in some videos. Which, it's nice to know that he won't fully be gone, but it definitely won't be fun not having MatPat be the face of the game theory, food theory, film theory, and style theory, and GT Live channels anymore. Cool. Oh wait, I need to check something. Do I have? I do have. Good. I just had to check to make sure I had a certain winch installed that works even when my engine is off. Meaning if I flip, I am not stuck and need to recover, unlike in bigger trucks, where that's usually not an option. The only way you can get unflipped in a bigger truck is whether you recover and go back to the garage, drive another truck out to unflip your flip truck, or you happen to be playing on co-op and you have a friend or someone else nearby that can help unflip you. Whereas I'm currently playing alone, so not the easiest thing to do. After I get all of the trucks and upgrades out of Alaska that I need, odds are I'm going to go back to Michigan and work through there and get some of the upgrades out of there, so I don't have to worry about getting them later, and I can have fully upgraded trucks, which I currently don't have any of, because there's still lots of improvements I want to make to them, but I just don't have the upgrades for, and it sucks, because it's a pain to try and find those half the time. Oh wait, there it is. there. Almost back to a bit of a road. Well, at least probably the closest thing I'm gonna get to a road. Sure, there is a bit of pavement there from the looks of it, but the way I'm going to be going to get the upgrade is not paved. But it's the closest thing to a road compared to the trail I've been driving on. So I'm going to go in here to show what will be the big problem in the future whenever I go and do a certain mission. I have to take this giant trailer all the way along here and through the really big mud pit right here. And I currently don't have anything that can do that, and it's a pain. So I'm going to wait until later, after I have something that can deal with that, to actually do that. New trailer, worth it. I'm just going to leave that there because I can't actually hook up to it. And that's the end of the road. After I get this upgrade and install it and do a few other changes, I'll probably end the episode there because it's been almost an hour, I want to say, of recording it. And I usually don't edit these. As in, I don't think I've ever actually edited one of my videos at this point. The only time where it seems like I may have edited is on a really, really short video that I made. But that was just me pausing the recording in OBS Studio when I was recording it, because I kept being interrupted, and I just didn't want to deal with it, so I just kept pausing the recording, and I kept getting interrupted so much that I eventually just stopped recording the episode and just called it there. And that's why it was only like a 6-minute episode. And here is the upgrade. If I can get over there. Because this is not the intended way down here. Here it is. It is the raised suspension. That's good. Sell that. And time to put on Jack of all tread mud tires, because they actually don't look bad on this truck. Whereas you try to put it on some other vehicles, it doesn't look very nice, in my opinion. Like, for example, you take this Chevy CK1500, you try to put on the Jack of all tread mud tires, and in my opinion, it just looks terrible. Because they stick out way too far. Which is why whenever I play, and I'm using this on one of my main saves, I always wind up going with one of these, which fits a lot better. And, as I said, I did what I wanted to, so I'm going to end the episode here. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.